ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Youth Edition. It's Thor Gunnarsson, it's the Bolton Wanderers on a quest for Champions League glory. Sit back, relax, get in your comfy chair, grab your favourite beverage, turn on that big screen TV, because here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Youth Edition. FIFA 21 Bolton Wanderers. This is season number 5 and our first season here in the Premier League. We've scraped in, we've won the playoffs, and now we have another big challenge in front of us, the Premier League. There's going to be big teams in here. I'm hoping for some quite competitive football, but having a look at some of the teams that are here in the Premier League, I think we might struggle here early, at least until that sharpness is up and about. A lot of grunt work from the first team, but I want to have a real crack at one of the cup competitions this season. So I may look at putting the first team out in the cup competitions, which means that the twos are going to be relied on a little bit here this season in the Premier League, and then that may, catch us unstuck. But let's jump into it. We've got a lot of things to cover, a lot of things to look at before we get this season underway. Right, so the first thing I want to have a quick look at is team sheets so that we can see the star rating of our team and, the rough ratings. Now, those things will fluctuate for us, of course, because we have that team sharpness. The CPU gets a little bit of sharpness, but not as much as we do from what I've seen thus far. But we're only a 4-star team, 75, 74, 77 defence. So our defence is actually our best stat at the moment. Pretty much due to, it's only accounting for Aulu up top at a 75. And then Mioyo and Leonard there at 72, 73 sort of bring that rating down. But they definitely play better than what those ratings do say. Now, some of those potentials have changed as well. Isaac Leonard was the MVP for last season. The votes came in. He had about 57 votes. Menendez in second place with 46. So Leonard now on the not transfer list. And he's also gained the potential to be special. So that means Lou, Schultz, Ananov, and Leonard all have the potential to be special here in this starting lineup. That is crazy. So hopefully they get growing and grow themselves here into the Premier League. But let's have a look at some of the other teams. Brighton, 4.5 stars. So they've got some attacking prowess there that may cause us a little bit of an issue. But, 4.5 we might be able to deal with. Chelsea are going to be formidable. These are the kind of big teams that when we come up against them, I think we're going to have to defend out of our skin. Crystal Palace, we could have a crack against them. Everton will probably be a bit annoying. Fulham, possibly an opportunity once we get that sharpness and get up and about. Leeds as well. Leicester will probably hurt us early on. Liverpool are crazy, so I don't think we've got much chance there unless we, play some really good football. Lukaku, interestingly enough, up top. Manchester City, another one we're gonna really struggle with. Manchester United, Newcastle United with an 83 up top. Okay, and they've got Lookman there on the wing. Sheffield United, well, we know we can really, take it up to them. Southampton looking okay. Spurs, fuck Spurs, but yeah, that's a good squad. West Brom we should be able to destroy. West Ham, we may struggle. Ramsey there. Wolves, 50-50. Arsenal are probably going to, we'll probably beat Arsenal knowing us. And Aston Villa. So we're probably the worst team here for rating at the moment in the Premier League. But that's going to change pretty quickly as these boys keep growing. I'm not going to do too much in the transfer market. I think I'm pretty happy with, this first 11 and players that we've got back. So unless a big club comes in and steals one of our players, because, if the offer comes in, I will look to sell because that would be slightly realistic, even though we've just got into the Premier League. But at least Lou, Schultz, Antonov and Leonard are all safe. Anyone other than that, well, we'll have to entertain the offers. But there we go. Let's get moving on. Now, one thing I have done is change Alfie Hull to the number 1. Who had the player upgrade? Let me have a quick look here. Alfie Hull. So Cameron Mills, I'm not sure if you're still around and watching, but you gave him number 22. I've made the executive decision. That's the only number I'm changing, and he gets the number 1 jersey. He has the potential to be special, so hopefully he can grow a little bit more this season. Showed some good promise there through the finals campaign into the championship. Right, so budget-wise, we've got a shitload of cash. 60 million, 38 grand in wages. Probably going to need some more if things go. But, 50 million, 240. If there's a player we want to sign, we've got some coin there if we really want to get business done. But, this is the youth edition. We've got a lot of regens in this team already. And De Wolf, Lizarazo, Al-Lu, in fact, is a regen. So, I want to concentrate on keeping, the youth players that we've got. Hopefully, we've got Gonzalez as well. So, let's just try and keep the youth. I'll only replace players, if someone doesn't manage to get sold. Right, league objectives. Critical priority to sign 3 players younger than 20. We're going to do that. Brand exposure. Get a streak of 5 games without a defeat in home matches this season. Ouch. And sign 1 crucial first-team player to the midfield or forward position. Not sure that's going to happen. Nothing for the Continental. Domestically, avoid relegation. That's probably fair enough. I think we are going to struggle for a little while. But if we do get going, we might be able to climb our way to a mid-table finish. Reached around a 32 in the FA Cup, so let's have a crack at that. And within 2 seasons, get a mid-table finish. Well, let's try our little hearts out. And financially, reduce the player wages by 13.5 grand. Well, that's a bit ridiculous because we've just hit the Premier League. All the players want big money. And you want us to reduce wages. Yeah, I don't know about that, board. We'll see what happens. Right, so before the transfer window opens, let's have a quick look at how we're going to line up here. Pretty much no changes to the starting 11. I want to keep that one pretty consistent, although I am changing a few development plans around for some of the substitutes because these are the guys that will be starting in the reserves team. Let's go and have a look at that one. Right, so reserves-wise, I'm going to put Gonzalez up top and retrain him into a striker. I am looking at sending Berg and Koning out on loan. I just feel like 65 rated now in the Premier League. They'd probably be better off going out on loan, maybe getting some of that super growth that we got out of like Palmer and Armstrong, getting them a good, 5 to 10 rating, hopefully, while they're out on loan. And that means that once we start hitting those European competitions and that, our squad will be a lot stronger. So in from loan, we've got Montoya on the right. He's gone up to a 70. Down 2 because of sharpness and unhappiness, but that's really on contracts and the like, so we'll have to manage that. Amir Khan in the midfield. We're going to go with Armstrong in the central attacking midfield spot. He's up to a 70, and I'm going to train Benji Palmer into a left midfielder. I just think that this lad is going to do something serious in this series, and we don't have a lot of left midfielders with the sales of Farkas and Nazarosh and Gonzalez going up top. We had a couple of cams. I just think Benji Palmer might do some bits out on that left-hand side. Now, I've gone with Gupta at left-back. He is a lower rated than Nasma, but I actually am going to sell Nasma. He's got no potential. Gupta's an exciting prospect, so we need to get some game time into him. Ozilish and Laxinen at this stage lining up at centre-back. Hopefully, we don't get any big offers in for those lads, especially Ozilish. I'm really liking the look of him. Adamy still has the potential to be special, so hopefully he can kick on this season up to a 70. Suarez at this stage is still our number 2, obviously another regen, but I mean, we've got a half-decent goalkeeper coming through the academy. That means Nassima up for sale. Duke Knight, I'm going to, I'm going to train him back into a left back, even though he's right-footed. He's got a 5-star weak foot, and he can sort of be the backup there between CDM and left back. Probably would be more inclined to come in at left back because we got Tanaka back, and he has a 71 rated, so it could be knocking on the door for the first team. Gruber's back at a 71, so we'll give him another season, see how he goes. Koning and Berg I'm trying to send on loan. Cloutier I think we'll keep. We're going to need some rotations through that midfield, and now of course Alfie Hull. And then that means that, well, Lawrence is still injured. Murphy and Caravan we're trying to sell. Northdale was trying to be selling, and Cullen. What else have we got? Navarosh is on his way out. Barclay trying to loan out. Kang's been sold. Melka trying to loan. Luna trying to loan. Fredrickson trying to loan. Lou Farkas is going. And Kosk is going on loan in a day or so. So let's crack on with this season. Right, so there we go. There's the news. Kosk out on loan. Kang, Nazrosh and Farkas have it left to join their respective clubs. Right, pre-season time. We've got new kits. We'll see those in action. You probably saw them in the intro, but we're taking on Sassuolo, so let's get a quick sim in here. A few players away on international duty, and it's a 2-1 defeat, but Al-Lu on the board. Right, we've turned Johan Schultz into a left midfielder. Let's change that position and just keep working on him as a... Well, what do we want to do? We want to work on his finishing still. And everything else about him, but I want him to come inside and shoot a fair bit still, use that striking prowess. So let's go for an inverted wide midfielder. Right, so our Youth Academy reports have come back. Now, really only signing really high potential players now. We are into the Premier League, so there will be a lot less players coming in to this youth system. But that's not to say that we're not going to keep scouting and seeing if we can find some true talent. Like Bangura at a 64, if you're signing players like that, that should be okay. And he is looking decent, 86 to 94. Bawanga 85 to 91. Arn Bell 80 to 94. Malcolm Wallace 72 to 90. And, of course, we've got Khaled Faraj at a 57.74 to 94. So I might get rid of Malcolm Wallace, but we'll see how we go. We've got a new lad here in Omar Shalmani from Libya. 59 rated, 77 to 94. Potential central defensive midfielder. Looks okay. Stephen Reed, 79 to 93. England, 80 to 90. Donahue, 77 to 94. And McEwen, 81 to 87. Probably just sitting here on the fringes because we haven't really had a lot of strikers coming through our academy. But that is it. So the only, decent one was Shalmani. And we may see, few and far between players being actually signed into the academy moving forward now. Unless, there's something like a Bangura or, Shalmani had a 950 grand evaluation. So I decided to have a look. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully that potential is half decent. But let's keep cracking on. Right, it is time to send the scouts out once again, so give me some new countries to go and visit. We've got all 5-star scouts now. We've hit the Premier League, and the boys head out today. Diogo Neves, thank you to Connor Foster. We've gone to Luxembourg for Physically Strong. 27 thumbs up on that one. Zanotti is off to Bosnia with 15 thumbs up for any, and Rafael has sent us off to Myanmar, which is old school Burma, for 14 thumbs up. All right, let's get some players back. The second pre-season game is against Watford. I'm going to send the reserves out here. We want them, getting a bit of game time, trying to find a little bit of sharpness before the start of the season. And hopefully, you never know, let's have a cracky. I think Watford are back in the Championship. And it's a defeat, 2-0. Right, our first official sale of the transfer window is Chris Murphy. He's gone back to America to play for Orlando City, 730 grand. Thank you, Chris. Our final game of the pre-season, which we've struggled in dramatically, but we've got Ajax here, and we'll probably lose this one and be out of the pre-season as well. Yes, it's a 2-1 defeat, though. Palmer gets red-carded in the 25th minute. What the fuck are you doing, bud? Right, Jasper Koning has gone out on loan. He's gone to Norwich for the season, and we've actually sold Morris Nasserman to Stoke City, a deal for 2.4 million. His evaluation was about 1.8, so, we've cashed in there. We've made some money. Thank you for your services, but just not one for me, so good luck there at Stoke. Right, Marcelina Gonzalez has made his switch to striker, so we'll change him over there. Stays at a 75 and has got a lot of work to do, but he's finishing solid. I don't know, probably just needs a little bit of something to really get himself going. Maybe work on his weak foot. Let's go for complete striker. Benji Palmer is also ready to move to a left midfielder. That was a quick turnaround, so let's get him over there. Up to a 73, so probably some good work there from us. Now, his pace is okay. Probably needs his shooting and passing. Yeah, a wide playmaker could definitely help him out. Right, Brighton in with an offer for Maxi Sturm, 41.3 million. Now, Brighton, probably not a team that I am going to entertain here. If it was, a Bayern Munich or something like that, one of the bigger teams, he's 80 rated, you'd expect him to be going to a bigger team than Brighton, so we are going to reject this offer. Right, Gary Cullen has been sold for 1.5 million. We didn't see him in action. He was just to sign off the Youth Academy and try and get rid of him, and it took us a season, but he's gone now, off the list. Right, Duke Knight turning in to a left back, up to a 70. Okay, and I want to just keep him working defensively so that we can, swap in between that defense CDM role and out wide. But we really need to work a bit more on his passing. So let's have a look here. Crossing, long passing, probably more of his short pass to play out of the back. So let's go for an inverted wide back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first game of our Premier League season. We're taking on Leeds United at Allen Road. They don't actually have their stadium on PC, but what we'll make do, we'll be wearing our away strip here, which is red and navy with a bit of flame action. And, of course, Alfie Hull in his yellow and navy marble strip. Sturm up to an 81. That's decent. Leonard's hit a 73, Andon of 77. Let's just hope that we can get this season off to a little bit of a good start. Leeds are a team that we should be able to hopefully be competitive with, though they'll probably have a bit more pace than what we have. We're just going to have to get in here and, get stuck in and defend. Our first game in the Premier League season on the road at Ellen Road against Leeds. Let's have a red-hot crack. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Premier League time. We are taking on Leeds at Ellen Road, and, can Bolton do something this season? We need to be competitive, but we can't go gun-ho. I can't see us scoring 100 goals this season. I think it's going to be a real tug of war here until we, settle ourselves back in the Premier League. It's been a long time for Bolton. But let's have a red-hot crack. Let's get into this. I'm not going to show all the Premier League graphics. We'll probably get a bloody copyright strike. So let's jump in. Here we go, Premier League action, and Leeds definitely pursuing a lot of possession. They might have found their first way through here. De Wolf tries to get over. They play it inside. There's no one there. Alfie Hull, big save. Hello. Early pressure from Leeds. Oh, Mioyo, settle down. Mendes flicks it on quickly. Antonov down the line. Here comes Bergman. He'll slip one forward. He wants out low. He tries to break. It's our first real momentum moving forward. It's been all Leeds. Leonard couldn't get the ball away quick enough. Here is Menendez, though. Slips it out. Antonov needs to get there. He does get a touch. Antonov will flick it on. Al-Lou, can he punish? Drives his way forward. Here is Al-Lou. He cuts back. Lays it off. Johan Schultz. Oh, good block. Get in there, Schultzy. Oh, dear. Welcome to the Premier League. Have to get adjusted to the pace of this competition very quickly. Yo-yo. Antonov flicks on. Come on, Schultz. Get in there. Yes, Johan. Bursting forward. Johan Schultz into the box. Johan! Good save from Lund. Falls to Sturm, and he can't get a touch, but he does find Leonard, who brings it inside for Al-Lou. Is he onside? Is he? Yes, he is! 1-0 Bolton Wanderers! And Al-Lou has our first goal in the Premier League. What a story it is for the young dumpling. Hope for him signing him in season 1, and he's been absolutely outstanding for 4 seasons, and he's just growing like a trooper. Good finish from Al-Lou, opens his campaign for the year, and it's 1-0 Bolton. Let's go. Oh, Maxi Sturm read it well. Lead out the back door here for Bergman. The Icelandic left back drives his way forward. He might get a cross in here. He does go deep. Looks for Leonard. That one's cleared away. Bolton growing into this game. Oh, we'll have to push back. As well, Antonov. Oh, brilliant from Antonov. Gets one down the line here. Johan Schultz will burst away. Here goes Johan Schultz. He's got players lining up in the middle. He lays it across. No! It's been picked out. It's a good ball over the top from Leeds. Oluski drives the line. Bergman here with him, and he's done well, but the ref has seen a free kick. Leeds setting up 38 minutes out with a set piece. Delivered deep. Schultz goes for the clearance. Let them get the strike away. Yes, De Wolf does well. Lizarazo gets a foot in. They're going to have another crack here by the looks of things. Menendez shapes up and gets a good block in. Good from the skipper. Pushes his way forward, given a free run. Schultz, the inside. Johan Schultz wheels around. Goes for a delivery for Al-Lou, who was just missed. And there is the halftime whistle. It is 1-0 Bolton Wanderers. Oh, Menendez, big challenge. Yes, you love to see it. And Maxi Sturm's got an acre of space. Trying a bit of trickery, trying to buy some time. And he went for a cross, got cleaned up. Well, goal kick. Ball down the line. Leeds looking to attack from the wings. Lizarazo tries to hold him up. 1-2 plays. It's the corral backwards. Have to be ready here. Oh, De Wolf, big fucking effort. Corner for Leeds. We know we're going to have to defend well this season. Really big effort from De Wolf. This one played through. De Wolf again. Lovely. Oh no, that's diabolical. Played out, and Alfie Hull. Menendez got in the way. Here's the strike. Alfie Hull again. Let's go, Helmets. Schultz. Is it off? Now low. Lays it back. Here comes Johan Schultz. Into the box. Johan tried to lay it across. Unselfish-like. Probably needed to have a crack. Antonov. Where's Isaac Leonard? Tried to lay it off, but yeah, that pass wasn't there. This is the Premier League, boys. We're going to have to be switched on. Right, 2 changes. Isaac Leonard and Winston Miyoyo check out. Amir Khan and Tanika, who's been away on loan for a season. The Zimbabwean CDM is going to come in here, freshen things up and try and help out this defensive line. The Wolf, it's on a yellow. Oh dear, that is a poor pass. This one is over the top. And that is wide. You need to use your heads, boys. 1-1. We just gifted Leeds a goal straight after the substitution. A break in play. Just not good enough. Can't give it away in the middle of the park, especially when you're completely out of position. Alfie Hull hung out to dry, who's had a very good game, but nothing you can do about that one, really. 1-1. It wouldn't let me change player. We'll get that out as quickly as we can. Johan Schultz. Drive, son. Oh, yes, Johan. Lovely touch. Drives his way forward. It's Johan Schultz. He's into the box. He'll shoot, and it's a good save. Gets the head up. Maxi Sturm has Khan, and that is terrible. Up and over. Alfie Hull. Yes, lad. Save Alfie Hull. Menendez making the challenge. Lizarazo as well. Tanika just bombs it forward. Nope, the keeper's got out here. Well, we gave it away. It probably should have been 3 points for Bolton. But once again, it's just some issues at the back. I mean, it's the Premier League. We'll take the point on the opening day of the season. On Schultz to 7, they had possession. We had 15 tackles, and Schultz gets a 7.8. Right, Berger's finally finished his positional change to a striker, 65, and what do we need to work on here? Definitely his finishing. Let's go for a poacher. Right, Dean Lawrence finally back from his ACL. We might look to actually loan him out now. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Right, okay, that's a big one. Maxi Sturm gets an offer in from Arsenal. I'm going to chase some money here. I don't think 39 million's enough from Sturm, but we'll see if they want to play hardball. Maxi Sturm, obviously not on the not transfer list. Arsenal want him. They're definitely a bigger team than us, so we might lose Maxi Sturm here. Right, that's an interesting one. Dortmund have expressed an interest in Gruber for 4.7. It's Dortmund. Another one that we're going to have to entertain. Right, the next game of today's episode is our first game at home at the University of Bolton Stadium. We're hosting Crystal Palace. Now, if you are a Crystal Palace fan, you know, a good long-serving viewer of the channel, his name is Ed Star. He actually has a Crystal Palace series on his channel. He's just starting up on YouTube. He's probably got 30-odd subscribers. But if you feel like checking out something a little bit different, go and look for Ed Star, get on there, say hello, hashtag DK sent me, and, you know, help the lad along. Good luck with your channel there, mate. All right, we're going to go with the same lineup here, I think. Yeah. Let's give the boys a crack. We just got to get a feel here for the Premier League. Taking on Crystal Palace at home, they've got a 4-4-2 formation. They're probably going to be fairly attacking with a bit of pace. But hopefully, we can get a victory here at home. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at home. Our first Premier League campaign underway. Our first Premier League game at home in a long, long time. Can Bolton find something? Our new home kits. A little bit more simple, these ones. From the Wolf. Leonard to Miyoyo. Drives his way forward. That's a lovely ball. Antonov plays it forward for Schultz, but the keeper's got out there. A lot of pace. Alice. Lizarazo does well. Holds it off. Slips it out. Leonard tries to get a touch on. Keep on running. Down the line. Maxi Sturm. Needs something in the box. Oh, that's punched away. Tackle from Mayoyo. Gets it on here for Sturm. Lays it through. Allo gets the touch on. Has Andenov. Plays it forward. Allo, get there, son. Oh, great work from this goalkeeper. It's an offside call on Allo, but this keeper is rushing off his line. Not giving us any time to think. Maxi Sturm plays one forward. Leonard. Back out for Maxi Sturm. Drives his way forward. Maxi Sturm can't get it through for Allo. Crystal Palace survive again. Oh, it's a good ball through. And Alfie Hull, big save. For Palace, this is a tense little battle, this one. Delivered in, here's the header. Lizarazo off the line. Ref! What the fuck are you calling, mate? Are you serious? Oh my days, this game! Referees need a fucking bullet. Penalty for Crystal Palace. And he's fucking missed. Suck shit, dickhead. You didn't deserve that one. This poor decision from the ref. Yes, the Wolf, big challenge to injury time. It pushes forward. Thread that ball through, and at half time, it's probably been all Palace. It's 0-0. Oh, there you go. Crystal Palace find a way through. It wasn't going to be long. They have been pushing and pressing. And Townsend gets the finish for Crystal Palace. 1-0. Just starting to struggle a little bit with the possession and passing play. Townsend just finds a little bit of space. It's a small pocket. But he called for it. Gets the finish. Alfie Hull can't get near that one. 1-0. Oh, Townsend has done Miyoyo. He's done Bergman. And Alfie Hull, big save. Big save from Alfie Hull. We're going to need a big season out of him. In on goal. Good save. Bergman goes for the clearance. It comes back inside. Menendez goes for the clearance. Pressure being applied now by Palace. Miyoyo, big challenge. Flicks it out wide. Has Johan Schultz. Can he deliver something? Drives his way forward. Uses that extra strength. Drives to the pocket. He'll deliver it deep. And, well, not really the delivery we're looking for. Two changes. Allu and Isaac Leonard checked out. Schultz goes up top. Benji Palmer in on the left-hand side. And Amir Khan checks into the midfield. It off for Andenov. Back forward for Johan Schultz, who's got an absolute avenue. Can he get a finish? Oh, it's a good save. It falls to Sturm. That one's saved as well. Come on, Bolton. Got to get this season going. Oh, yes, Lizarazo. Brilliant. Sturm lays it out. Lizarazo can't keep it in. And final change, Maxi Sturm checked out of the game. It'll be his last one for Bolton, who knows, but Montoya checks in. From the Wolf, Lizarazo. Wolf plays it forward, Montoya, quick touch on. Here is Amir Khan, driving his way. And lays it forward for Schultz, who does find the opening. Johan Schultz! Yes, lad! Get in, son! Johan Schultz with the finish. We get a late equaliser. Oh, persistence pays off. Gunnarsson with the changes. Johan Schultz gets his first goal in the Premier League. 1-1. I thought he was done here, but he's just pulled off a bit of magic. And that's 1-1. It's stuck in again. Can't. There is the whistle. We've stolen a point there. A valiant effort from Bolton. Well, it's going to be a long season. 7 shots to 4. Another 13 tackles. Schultz with an 8.1. Right, Carlos Luna has been loaned out for the season. Right, so the Arsenal deal doesn't go through. They offered 44 million. in the initial offer, I believe, and I asked for 50, and they said that was too much. So, you know what? You don't want to pay for a player like Maxi Sturm? That's too bad. I mean, I'm not just going to give players away to these big teams. They've got to negotiate. They've got to pay the money. We've got to go and replace an 80-odd rated player, and that's probably going to cost me 50 million. So, no. Oh, well. Right, the final game of today's episode. We're on the road at the King Power Stadium to take on Leicester City. One change to the starting lineup. We're going to give Tanaka a crack in the CDM role. Mayoyo's been doing a good job, but we need to get those rotations. We need to give minutes. We need to get sharpness up because eventually cup games are going to kick in, and if those boys are completely flat, we're going to get knocked out early. So let's get into this one, and let's see what we can do here against Leicester City. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the King Power Stadium, playing in all these big stadiums now. This is the Premier League. 2 draws? What else can we do? Quick passing play here from Leicester. Oh, it's a lot to deal with. Luke Shaw here. To De La Cruz. Marzo tries to get across there. Made a tackle and it's a free kick. And we're just going in hard and heavy on everything. Sabitzer. Okay. Austrian lad. Oh, the wall's jumped. And Alfie Hull! Yes, lad! Wolf gets done. Tanaka tries to pose himself and just clears up and away. Allu might get a chance here if he turns around. Oh, that's good football. Alfie Hull is there, but it's ricocheted out. And Leicester finally have the lead. They're all over us. We're just trying to weather a storm, but Leicester get the opening goal here. The determination of Bolton isn't going to go away, though. Some good, quick passing. Alfie Hull comes out, makes a good save, but got to mark all your men, boys. 1-0 Leicester. Mendes gets one through. Here's Isaac Leonard with a little bit of space. Play it inside. Allu needs to flick it on quicker. Here is Andanov. Oh, good save, Schmeichel. Good from Tanaka. That's a big tackle. Leonard fires one forward. Has Andanov. Oh, it's a wonderful finish. Bolton back in the game. Alexei Andanov. Gacked in, lad. Bolton won't go away without a fight. And we find ourselves a goal. What a ball from Isaac Leonard. Pinpoint. One touch from Andanov. Beat Schmeichel on the near stick. And it's 1-1 here at the King Power Stadium. Let's go. Good from Lizarazo. Sturm. Tanaka almost played himself into trouble, but there's the whistle. We've got an equaliser. It's 1-1. Leonard. Sturm. Allu gets the touch. Lays it forward for Leonard. No, Pablo Rennet. Yes, Leonard. Good touch. Schultz. Andanov. Back for Johan Schultz. Drives his way into the box. Lays it up for Allu! Let's go! 2-1 Bolton! Allu with his second of the season. Set up by Johan Schultz. And Bolton are leading here at the King Power Stadium. Let's go, boys. Really good clinical football there. Isaac Leonard got it started. Andanov and Schultz combined, and then he just looks inside for the little dumpling, who just taps it home. It's a poacher's goal. 2-1 Bolton. Lovely ball for Maxi Sturm. Plays it forward. Andanov has some space. Drives his way forward. Andanov again holds off his man and then can't get a decent strike away. Oh, lovely from Leonard. Got another touch on here. Fires it forward. Andanov plays it forward. Allu's getting blocked. He might get a touch. Oh, good tackle. Bergman read it. Here's Andanov. And out wide, Johan Schultz breaks his way forward. Here he comes. He's into the box. Oh, blocked by 3. Right, it is a free kick here for Leicester, but we're 2-1 up, 17 minutes to go. I think we're going to look to make some changes here. We need to get some minutes into these boys. So Allu checks out. Gonzalez goes up top. Leonard checks out. And Bergman checks out. Duke Knight in at left back. Cloutier into the midfield. Big call here from Thor Gunnarsson. And a good save from Alfie Hull. Marzo trying to feed one up the line. The pressure. It's going to come hard and fast from Leicester. It's going to need to be switched on here. And they're not. 2-2. You know, it wasn't going to be easy. We looked to have most of the space controlled there. Wolf, it's just gone straight through to Wolf's legs. Alfie Hull hasn't even seen it. Absolutely nutmegged to Wolf. Hull just watches it go in the back of the net. 2-2. Oh, there's a Razo, a big challenge. You love to see it. Tanaka now. Can we break? Here's Antonov. Can he set something up? He'll fire one deep. He's found Johan Schultz. He's into the box. Johan Schultz lays it off for Gonzalez, who can't beat Schmeichel. Corner for Bolton. Sturm delivers. Gonzalez was there. Tanaka heads forward, finds Gonzalez. Good save from Schmeichel. Ah, unlucky. Tanaka. Claudia out wide. Has Sturm. Delivers it forward. Wants Gonzalez. Blocked by the defence. Injury time. Bolton having a crack, but so is Leicester. They play it out deep. Oh, that is far forward. Run Menendez. Played backwards. Duke Knight. There's the whistle. It's another draw for Bolton. 9 shots to 5. We only had 39% possession. Another 15 tackles. It just shows how much pressure we're under. And Antonov gets an 8.0. Right, Dietrich Gruber. Well, he took a loan spell. He's come back. Dortmund have come sniffing and they've picked themselves up a decent German player for 5.3 million. So we cash in there on Gruber. Good luck in Germany. Right, and that is where we will finish up today's episode. Chelsea on top with a perfect 3 wins and 9 points. Spurs, Liverpool, Aston Villa. Now, interestingly enough, we've got Aston Villa up next in the EFL Cup. I might send the reserves out in that one because it's only been a few days since the Leicester game. Sheffield United have had a cracking start, and we sit in 12th position with 3 draws. So we're going to have to do something about that. But West Brom's struggling. I'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, you know, we don't lose any big players because there's not a lot left in this transfer window. And we need them up and about, sharp and ready to go. I mean, we've put in performances and that's all I really need to see here early on in the season. But once we start coming up against some of these real big teams, we've got West Brom next, which is handy for us, and Sheffield United. But then we'll probably start hitting some of the bigger teams in the competition. Got Chelsea coming up in the not too distant future. But that's where we'll leave it today. Season 5 underway. Smack the like button, sub if you're new around here, all that good jazz. And hopefully you're ready for a big Premier League campaign with Bolton. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the video